What up everyone, I'm Rich Mays Lopez, and this is the release roundup for the weekend of November 4th. In this week's episode, we're taking a look at releases from Puma, Nike, Jordan, and Adidas, and of course, this weekend's ComplexCon exclusives. Let's get into it. Following up on the newer SF-AF1 Mid and the OG SF-AF1 model, Nike is introducing the SF-AF1 High this week. The SF-AF1 High features a calf height cut that is even higher than the original, and it takes a military inspiration to a whole new level. It features a mix of leather and defense mesh with a full-length zipper, an external bungee cord lacing system, and a reflective AF1 logo. The SF-AF1 High is dropping in black gum, tan, and total orange on November 2nd for a retail price of $200. The pack will be available on the Nike Sneakers app and at select Nike retailers. Nike Lab is celebrating this weekend's New York Marathon by dropping the NYC Nike Lab Zoom Fly SP. It features a mix of metallic silver, white, black, and red, and an NYC hit at the heel. Release date is November 2nd, retail price is $150, and it will be available on the Nike Sneakers app and at select Nike retailers. Tyler, the Creator, and Converse linking up once again to drop part 2 of their Golf LaFleur collection. The collection features a Sherpa bomber, a Sherpa bucket hat, Sherpa shorts, hoodies, a tee, and 3 colorways of the Golf LaFleur 1-Star. The 1-Stars are done in green, yellow, and natural, and they all feature suede uppers, the Golf LaFleur logo surrounding the 1-Star, and the Golf LaFleur repeat print on the outsole. Release date is November 2nd on Converse.com and at select Converse retailers for a retail price of $100. Puma is introducing the new Sugi Cubism on Friday, and it is the newest member of the growing Sugi line. The sneaker is inspired by space odysseys and pop culture with a futuristic design that Puma is calling sci-fi meets street. Puma is dropping white, black, and gray, and black, red, and white colorways on November 3rd at the Puma Lab powered by Foot Locker and on Puma.com for a retail price of $120. Kith, Adidas Soccer, Coke, Chase Bank, and Samsung are all joining forces for part 2 of the Kith x Adidas Soccer collab collection. The collection is inspired by Kith's NYC Cobras, Miami Flamingos, and LA Rays soccer clubs. This is a massive collection that includes several takes on full kits, accessories, and new flips of the Nemesis Ultra Boost 17 Plus and the Nemesis 17.1 TR. The Cobra Ultra Boost 17 Plus and the Nemesis 17.1 TR are done in triple black. The Flamingos pieces are done in pink, white, and black, and the Rays footwear is done in olive, black, and gold. Release date for the collection is November 3rd and will be sold exclusively at Kith shops, the Kith Fred Siegel pop-up in LA, and on Kith.com. Adidas, New Jersey's Packer shoes, and Berlin Soulbox are all linking up to drop an Energy Boost and an Ultra Boost Mid as part of Adidas' sneaker exchange program. The pack is inspired by Iceland's Silfra Rift, which is the midpoint between the North American and Eurasian plates. Both sneakers feature ocean-inspired colorways with details that link back to the Rift and both shops. The Energy Boost features Primeknit and Boost, and it is done in aqua, gray, and white, and the Ultra Boost Mid features Primeknit and Boost, and it is done in black, aqua, gray, and white. Release date for the pack is November 4th, exclusively at Packer Shoes and Soulbox, with a very limited worldwide release on November 11th. Retail on the Energy Boost is $180, and retail on the Ultra Boost Mid is $240. The most important sneaker releases of the week will be dropping at ComplexCon. Every major sneaker brand is dropping either ComplexCon exclusives or limited pre-releases, and there are a bunch of surprises on deck. First up, 2 versions of the classic New Balance 999 Kennedy by Concepts are dropping exclusively at ComplexCon. Both colorways are inspired by the original Kennedy that dropped in 2011, but this time around, the sneakers were made in the USA, and they feature upgraded premium materials that includes pigskin suede and embossed nubuck. The new red-based colorway, which is inspired by a sample that never made it into production, is dropping on November 4th, and the original blue colorway is dropping on November 5th. Retail is $200 each, and both will be available exclusively at ComplexCon. Vans and Bodega are linking up to drop 2 old schools and 2 mid schools from their Sub Rosa collection. The collection is inspired by erotic entertainment and features a black, white, red, and green color story with a repeat rose print. The collection will be available at ComplexCon, with the old school retailing at $90 and the mid school retailing at $100. Undefeated and Nike are linking up to complete their Air Max 97 trilogy by dropping an MA1 flight jacket inspired colorway of the AM97. The collab features the same colorway as the legendary Undefeated Air Jordan 4 with a mix of olive, black, white, and orange. Release date is November 4th and 5th exclusively at ComplexCon. Nike is kicking off the 35th anniversary of the Air Force One by dropping the AF100 collection. The collection includes collaborations with Off-White, acronym Don C, Travis Scott, and Rockefeller. The off-white Air Force One Low is a ComplexCon exclusive, and it features a mix of white and metallic silver with off-white branding. The acronym Lunar Force One Low is done in all white with a zipper across the upper. The Don C Air Force One High is done in all white as well, and it's a hybrid that features elements from the Air Force One, the Air Force Two, and the Air Force Three. The Travis Scott Air Force One Low is done in white and gum, and it features 3 Velcro versions of the swoosh. And lastly, the Rockefeller Air Force One Low is inspired by the original Rock exclusive, and it features a triple white colorway with the Rockefeller logo at the heel. The full AF100 collection is dropping exclusively on November 4th and 5th at ComplexCon. Adidas is dropping several ComplexCon exclusives through their Expo 17 collection, which includes collaborations with Have a Good Time, Y3, Pintril, NERD, and Pusha T. We caught up with King Push himself to talk about his history with Adidas and to break down his upcoming Bodega Babies EQT Support Ultra. What everyone, I'm Rich Mays Lopez, and this is the release Roundup, and today we are with an absolute legend, one of the best to ever do it, period, president of good music, and a 4-time collaborator with Adidas, King Push.
What's up, man?
Pusha T
How you doing?
in the building.
All right.
First and foremost, I have to thank you for just taking the time out to sit with us today.
Right. You don't have a choice to sit with Complex. They tell you to sit and you sit. You don't know that?
Pusha T, growing up in VA, did you ever think of that you would have your own sneaker?
Never. Never a day of my life did I think I'd have my own sneaker. I actually was totally against having my own sneaker.
Okay.
I feel like the shoe game is a very competitive space.
Yeah.
I feel like I just didn't want to cheapen it. Like, I didn't want to cheapen it. I didn't want to feel like, you know, something was happening on just me using a rap card. But like I said, once Adidas sort of opened the doors and was like, man, you know, we can do this, we can do that, we can build these stories out, it made more sense to me. Let me just give you like a real history lesson for myself.
Yeah.
I actually fell out crying, dying crying as a child because my brother, my parents, they afforded him to have the Adidas suit, right? Adidas suit, shell toes, bomb. Me being 5 years younger, it's not as important for me to be fresh. He got to be fresh. He was like in a space to where kids were probably more, you know, anal about that. Like, you know, they probably would dress me in Kmart back then. But
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happened. But when we talk about Adidas, it's so synonymous with the hip hop culture. Like, you got to go back to Run DMC. I remember, like, literally driving to drop my brother off with my mom and his friends to the Fresh Fest. This was like the cream of the crop, you know, show. It was like Run DMC, Houdini,
yes.
Jazzy Jeff. It was, I mean, anybody who was like fresh. Yep. And when my brother came back and told me that people were like taking off their shoe in the Coliseum, I was like, oh man, this is, you know, it was the best thing I ever heard. Yeah. Can you even compete with that type of like legacy, which you still can? I mean, I don't think we can still like compete with how synonymous Run DMC was. I mean, people tried, we've made great things, but like that was like, it was too far.
You mentioned Run DMC, but now it's Push, Pharrell, and Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah.
So having started your career with Pharrell and now being with Kanye, what does that mean to you to bring that full circle for you guys to be under the same imprint, doing what Run DMC did, but in 2017?
Well, it's an honor. Pharrell Williams is my style icon.
Absolutely.
Period. Yeah. Like, that's just what it is. Kanye West is who taught me about Lon Von and Philip Lim. Like, totally, I'll have to say that. To be even in the talks and even in the same umbrella and doing the same type of designs or having my own design that even sits next to theirs, it means a lot. It means a lot to me.
You mentioned earlier that sneakers, sneaker design, sneaker culture is a competitive thing.
Yes.
Do you ever compete with Pharrell and Kanye on the sneaker tip?
No, I think it's different, man. I think we do sort of different things. They have a popularity advantage over me. They definitely have a popularity advantage over me. I try to attack it from the story and the experience angle and still make sure it's fresh. Yeah. So I think we all carve out our own lanes in that aspect.
I need to know, how did you convince the people at Adidas to make sneakers as obnoxious, as deeply detailed and pretty obvious,
right,
as the ones that you've created?
Obvious to the culture.
Yeah.
Very obvious to the culture. very obvious to those in the know. Well, I mean, yeah, you can't, because you can't write in the deck like, hey, this is, you can't write that. You know, you can't really say that to, you know, the CEOs and Wex and things, like, you can't do that. You just gotta be like, you know, Wex, this is just like, you know, I'm the epitome of street culture. Yeah. This is for the streets. Just let me do things that's gonna resonate with my people.
Yeah. Let's take a look at it. This is the Bodega Babies Pusha T EQT support boost. So brown box first of all.
Yes.
Talk me through this as I'm going through it anyways.
Synonymous with the bodega is the brown paper bag.
Yeah.
Cause you just hear it. It just sounds like it could be a hoagie or anything coming out of here right now. Potato chips, it could be anything. Just listen. It speaks to just lux. I was going for like Celine Browns and things like that, because I just thought it spoke volumes and richness. For me, this is like when you come back to the block. This is like you've been on the block, you done hustled on the block, you done made your way to the block and all the other colors, but this is like you really coming back to the block, pulling up and your $200,000 wheel getting out and telling everybody, what's up, how y'all doing? You know, I'm back, I missed y'all. You see what I am though? And that's, you know, this is basically the story of that.
Yeah, so you start the fish scale, you come back to the block with this.
Right, exactly.
That's what's up. Bodega Babies, EQT support, boost by Pusha T, Push.
Yeah.
Thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank
you for the gems.
All good, man.
Adidas' full Expo 17 collection will be available on November 4th and November 5th exclusively at ComplexCon. And now for our pick of the week. Everything dropping at ComplexCon. Point blank period, ComplexCon is going to be wild. See y'all there. That's it for this week's release roundup. Hit us up in the comments and let us know if you're copying anything. Make sure to check out the release date section on soulcollector.com for all the most important sneaker releases. Subscribe to Soul Collector on YouTube. And if you're hitting ComplexCon, we'll see y'all out there. I'm Rich Mays Lopez. Best of luck this weekend.